What's up, everybody? My name is Pig. Thank you for stopping by the channel today. Got another build for you. Ravenous Umbra DPS. And if you got a Ravenous recently, you probably walked into the range and you were like, yes, Ravenous. And then you shot it and you were like, no, Ravenous, no, right? Slow, clunky, very difficult to control, which is why we incorporate the build that we have in order to make it work. Okay, the biggest problem with Ravenous right off rip for me is rate of fire. Fast rate of fire. Guns are very strong in the game. So what we need to do is use Umbra. Okay, you see we're building our stacks here. And we pop out of cover. Okay, definitely fix the rate of fire, but the recoil is a huge problem. Which brings me to the first disclaimer for the build. This will not work, to my knowledge, outside of this season. If you're tuning in from the future, this is season 8, or year 8, season 1. Sorry about that. And the modifier is what makes this build possible. Okay, so we go in, we go to our active modifier, throw that bad boy on. We use the blackout pulse for get out of jail free card. Compress, split, nullify, 67.5% weapon handling. What this does for the Ravenous is we go back in, okay, build up our stacks, and now we are cooking with grease. Okay. The rest of the build is pretty simple. Gunner, 4-piece Umbra. Always take the chest and the backpack so you get your maximum amount of stacks. Otherwise, you'll be waiting in cover for it to stack forever. You'll have to be outside of cover to get your armor regen stacked up enough. Make sure you use the chest and backpack. Okay. If you don't know Umbra, you get crit chance on a 2-piece, reload speed 3-piece. Here's the 4-piece here. You build stacks in cover. When you pop out of cover, those stacks will turn into crit damage and rate of fire. A lot of it. While you're attacking enemies out of cover, you're building stacks so that when you go back into cover, you regain armor. You get armor regen based on the stacks you got outside of cover. So basically, the gameplay loop is move from cover to cover. While you're in cover, you heal. When you're out of cover, you do more damage. Really cool set. Especially strong in PvP. Just throwing that out there. Okay, we use the investor mask here. Triple red attributes is a must for the additional crit damage. This is a very heavy crit build. If you don't have the investor mask rolled with 3 red attributes, I wouldn't go crazy on exotic components. It took me 137 just to get these 3. I wanted 4 and settled for an armor core. I wanted an armor core on the build anyway, so I just rolled it off of one of the Umbra pieces. If you don't have this, Coyotes is a good backup, or Overdogs is probably going to net you more damage overall, honestly. I just like the investor mask for the crazy crit. Turmoil knee pads. This is one of the few weapons, few builds where these actually work. They shine really well. You can see when we split our damage here, we're still doing crazy damage. I mean, still hundreds of thousands, and it's being split across the board. If you don't like turmoils, then you have options here. Fox's Prayer is an obvious choice, but I would go Salvo. The additional 10% rate of fire is really nice for the Ravenous. Only if you don't like turmoil, I would say really try turmoil first. It'll surprise you with this weapon. It's like Big Al. It kind of just works. Okay. Need a backup weapon for when you lose your stacks in combat. If and when, because you will lose your stacks in combat, this thing will go out of control and you'll be like, oh shit, what do I do? You need something that'll save your butt in those situations. I chose the apartment. Any submachine gun, AR that you're comfortable with will work in this slot. It is not your go-to DPS though. You are using the Ravenous. So just get out of jail free card, that's it. Just like the blackout pulse. Banshee pulse to keep people staggered when you pop out of cover. It's nice to use as the, start up for that. Just Banshee pulse and then pop out. Ha, gotcha. Usually they're dead by the end of that. Okay, take a look at the crit real quick. It's absurd. Okay, we're going 56 crit chance, 174 crit damage. The apartment is coming in hot as well. Even the pistol is kind of nuts on this build. So you're going to be critting for lots and lots of damage. Okay. There will be a gameplay video for the build on the channel probably later today. That's already recorded and ready to go. I do appreciate you guys stopping by and taking a look at the content. If you do enjoy, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions about the build, if I missed anything here, just leave a comment and I'll try to give you whatever information I can. I'm doing these unscripted, so there may be things that kind of slip through the cracks. Keep me on my toes, guys. All right. Appreciate you stopping by. Y'all have a good day. Peace.